Hello. Today's video is a mini living room makeover. It's going to include a fresh coat of paint in the living room and another makeover on the entryway planter. The previous one that I did back in November of 2023 has not really worked out and it's time for a refresh. So it's actually all done. It's March of 2025, but right now I'm gonna take you back to Christmas of 2024 when Matthew and I decided to paint the living room, and then follow on from that, this past week when my mom was visiting, the two of us upgraded the entryway planter. So come along and see what we did to give my living room the refresh that it desperately needed. This is the current state of the living room. Whoever painted this wall like semi-gloss or high gloss, and it's just very reflective. Like, look at the reflection of the light on the wall. Like, you can almost see the exact, like, you can see that it's a light in the reflection. Like, if I block that out, okay, well, it's hard to see now. It's way too shiny in here. Off to Sherwin-Williams we went. This was at like noon on Christmas Eve, and Sherwin-Williams was closing in a couple hours, so we really had to make some quick decisions. Finally settled on Haven, which was like this pretty seafoam green, kind of mint green color. You can see the other two swatches that we tried before. We thought maybe we wanted to paint the living room blue, and at the end of the day, we just had to go with our gut, tried and true. Such millennials picking the new millennial gray, I heard, is now millennial green, so we're falling in with that category. The one thing I'll say about Sherwin-Williams is the paint is very expensive. These gallon paints were supposed to be, I think, like $100 a piece, and the employee gave us the contractor discount, no idea why, but then they were only like 45 bucks a piece, which is not that different than Lowe's. We bought 3 cans. We only had to use 1. It was such good paint. We only needed 1 coat. From there, as you can see, we needed to protect Matthew's fish tank as to not get any paint fumes in the actual water. That would have been a disaster. The coverage was amazing. Highly recommend Sherwin-Williams. All right, so it has been a minute since those last few clips. We didn't have any family in town, and we're just kind of like, what should we do? And we decided to paint our living room green. So this is it. I keep calling it kind of like a mint chocolate chip, but we love the color. It just brightens everything up. It's an eggshell finish, so now there's no concern about the glare on the wall from all of the lights. And now that the walls are brightened and freshened up, it kind of made some of the other focal points of the room look a little not so bright and freshened up, to include this entryway planter. A little over a year ago, in November of 2023, Matthew and I decided to give this planter an upgrade, which included plants, living plants. And then quickly after that, we started having gnat infestation issues, couldn't get the soil to stay dry. I feel like if it's plants outside of the house, maybe I'll do a better job, but plants in the house, I cannot do. So with the walls looking as good as they do, I realize it is time to give this a freshen up. We're gonna be doing it with fake plants. My vision is snake plant, entryway planter. So come along with my mom and I as we try to upgrade this planter again, this time using fake plants. So this is kind of a part of the living room makeover / entryway planter rehab part 2. At the time that I filmed this video in March, Joann's had just announced that the stores would all be closing. So my mom and I decided to check out to see what the deals are and what they had. They had plant options, but nothing that I wanted. So it was off to Hobby Lobby, which had some very promising options. $13. I kind of like the height on those. I kind of like the height on these.
This looks freaking real.
It does look kind of real. I really, even though it's $27, I like the feel. Those aren't bad. Honestly, on camera too, those look real. There's also these. There's 5 of these.
Oh, that'd be kind of dark.
Oh my God, how are we ever gonna make a decision? There are some snake plant ones way over there, but I think they might be too tall. Oh,
This is nice.
Yes, yes. Those, why is there only 3 of everything?
This looks so freaking real.
Yes, yes. So these 3 definitely. Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
And they have like steaks. Oh, yes. Those are, yes. Okay, we know why we like these ones so much. Because they are $60 a piece. So we are now hiding these. Okay, do a little bit better than that. Because one of the workers told us that all the florals is gonna be going on sale on Monday in 2 days. So hopefully they will still be here because they'll be 40% off. The vision was originally to get snake plants. So that's what we're doing. They're only $35. And then if we don't like them, we'll come back for the expensive ones on Monday.
These say $79.
Yes, the value.
The value, and our price is only $35.
Let's do it. I did not think that Walmart would have any, but they do. And they're shorter.
You know,
Oh my God, put them in the cart. All right. So you saw my footage in Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and even Walmart. Walmart was such a surprise. I didn't even think of Walmart as having any sort of fake plants, anything like that. So that came in clutch. The black pots are from Hobby Lobby. The white pots are from Walmart. So I obviously really hemmed and hawed over what I was gonna do based on those $60 like faux, like succulent looking pieces. With knowing that they were gonna go 40% off, they were only gonna be $36 instead of $60. I just couldn't spend the money on them right then and there. So what my mother and I decided to do, we're like, let's get the 3 snake plants from Hobby Lobby because the snake plants are seasonal. It says right here, your price, $35.99. So $35.99 for the 3 snake plants at Hobby Lobby instead of spending $60 a piece on the smaller succulents. So I actually got these home. I've already put them in the planter, but they look fantastic. And I'm glad I stuck with my gut when I was thinking of switching to those other succulent type fake plants. This whole time I've said my vision is snake plants in an entryway planter. So I'm so glad that I went with that because we put these, my mother and I put these over here in the planter and it just looks so fabulous. So I'm not going back to get those succulents even if they do go on sale on Monday. So $17.99 I believe, or $16.99. These are 30-inch and these tall ones from Hobby Lobby is 39 inches tall. So, but I actually love the variation. It's really going to portray that these plants are real. It doesn't look too cookie cutter and they're like all the same. So really, really excited about those. Oh, yes. I'm thinking about getting one more small one and then I can squish them a bit together a little bit more, scooch them this way and do one more small one. So it'd be small, big, small, big, small, big, small. I don't know, I don't know why, but I lean toward odd numbers. And I think there's room for it. And then for everyone's awareness, these are the old actual plants. All right, Bali Rock. Oh, they've got Bali Black. Yeah, Bali Black and Waikiki White for Beach Pebble. This is much nicer, but it is double the price. So, okay, just for reference, somebody else already opened this bag. Do we like the black? I went back to Walmart with my mother to get the 7th snake plant. So I now have 4 little ones from Walmart and 3 big ones from Hobby Lobby. So I'll bring you in close, but we do have some cardboard boxes underneath some of these plants just to adjust the heights a little bit. I think making the heights differed really makes it seem more organic, makes them seem more real, and that's the intent. And we bought some fabric, some black fabric from Walmart, so we'll be putting that on top. And then final touch will be the black Bali stone from Lowe's. Oh, and we need to do something with the Walmart pots, because Walmart pots are white and our stones are black, so we're just going to spray paint these to disguise them a bit more. Here is an up close view of the boxes just to help get these up a little bit. So I need to find 1 more or 2 more small boxes so we can use it there. My lovely assistant, my mother, take these up so now I can spray paint. This is the cheapest spray paint you can get at Lowe's for just under $3. This is really fine sandpaper, but it's better than nothing. Great tape job. So now this, if you'll set it on those old boards over there to dry. That worked out very nicely. Perfect. Wait. Take that one. Oh goodness. Right. Is this the last one?
That is the last one.
And here they all are. It actually turned out very nice. All right, get to snipping. Oh, yes.
is
Oh my
perfect.
God. It looks like, oh my God, it looks like it's been like this all along. Hell yeah, go team.
Transformation, baby.
Beautiful. Even just with that, it makes it look so much better. I did decide to paint the galvanized steel planter, so this is me just scrubbing off some of that dirt and rust. And now we are cleaning with white vinegar. YouTube tells me that it is going to leave like a chemical etching because it's acidic on this galvanized steel planter. For the black coat on the galvanized steel planter, I'll be using PlastiDip in matte black. PlastiDip as a company does make a primer for their spray paints. My local hardware store just didn't have it in stock, so that's why I'm just going in with the PlastiDip spray paint itself. And I just painted like the top quarter of it because the rocks are gonna be covering everything else, but this should just be the perfect touch. Let's be careful not to pinch our fingers.
That does look good.
Wow, that's how it looks. It just looks, wow, I can't believe. Yeah, like baby. I cannot believe like how sleek that looks. Oh my, oh my
It just
God.
frames it.
Yes, like even like, wow, that is far better than what I was imagining. Oh man, does that look? I cannot believe how sleek that looks. Like I knew it was gonna look good, but holy moly, does that look great. Yay! So now we have filled all of the gaps in with cardboard boxes, old grocery bags, styrofoam, and some scrap fabric. Next, we put the black fabric over top of all of the scrap material, then replace the plants in their places. There you go. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, even that just looks really good. Wow, even just with the fabric, it looks so good. Next is all the rocks. So one point of hindsight to mention is, had we packed the planter with even more scrap material, small boxes, styrofoam, bags, material, things of that nature, I think we could have saved ourselves a bag of rocks. This is all 4 bags of those Bali black stones. I couldn't believe that we used all 4. But how gorgeous does it look? Each bag was $12, so I could have saved myself $12. But at the end of the day, it just came out so beautiful. It looks so sleek, so simple. There's no more soil, there's no more gnats, and it's just a completely hands-free, zero maintenance planter that I have always wanted. I love how the snake plant height difference came out. It makes it look more organic. They're evenly spaced. There's just so much about this that screams elegance, and it truly took so little time and honestly very little material. As you saw in the video, I was blown away by our work. I didn't realize so little could have so much impact, like painting the planter inset, going with the black Bali rocks. Really and truly, it was just far beyond my imagination, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. You can see the planter looks so good with our new green walls that you can see behind. For now, a coat of paint and this planter upgrade was just such a simple way to really bring some new life into this living room, and I'm so thankful for Matthew for painting with me back at Christmas time, and my mother for coming in and helping with this planter. So I'll leave in the description all of the supplies. Thank you so much for watching my mini living room makeover. Hopefully we'll see more of this room in the future. I'm sure we will. I know we will, because I'm not done with it yet. But in the meantime, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.